Welcome back to International Dyno Authority. Today we have one of our victims that comes through on a regular basis. And when I say victim, here's why. From the factory, GM has done something with this which I've never understood. What happens with this 6-liter is that they give it a bunch of torque at the bottom and then they kill it in the mid-range. It doesn't go again until about 5,000 RPM. Today, we're going to fix that. We're going to walk through step by step like we always do, and this 2016 6-liter 2500 Silverado is going to leave here driving like a normal truck, not like one that's been neutered by GM. Okay, after making a series of baseline passes, there are no surprises with this truck. First of all, it's running really good because it has 470 plus thousand kilometers on it. For those of you watching south of the border, that's over 360,000 miles. So the engine's going to be down on power a little bit, but this runs really good. It's quiet, it doesn't make a noise, there's not a lift or tick. Just after those number of kilometers, you can expect that your rings don't seal quite as good. Your valves aren't quite as good as they were brand new, and everything's just a little bit off. It has a cold air intake. Let's see if we can't take advantage of that. But here's where our results are. It comes on the bottom really nicely, doesn't make a lot of power, but it comes on pretty hard, and then it just dies. You can see over my shoulder, the torque simply comes on and then it just dies, and exactly like every other 6-liter, right about 5,000 RPM, it starts to make horsepower again, but there's really only a little bit of torque here, 200, and dies off by the time it gets to 3,500, which you really don't want to rev your truck past anyway. But we're going to give him a whole bunch more in this area where he can actually use it, and that will give him the increase in fuel mileage. So what we will see is that you have a lot more power at the beginning of the pedal, because we're going to make the engine way more efficient down low. Not by raising the timing, by working with the fueling. So once we have the fueling correct down low, then we can work with the cam and we can make the engine rev up in the lower RPM range at a much more aggressive rate, so you barely have to step on the gas and truck gets going. That increases your fuel mileage, because most of your fuel mileage is on takeoff or acceleration. Once you're cruising, there's really not a lot to be gained. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to bring this 193 horsepower up. We're going to bring this 212 foot-pounds of torque up, make it into a true 6-liter. But again, it's 470,000 plus kilometers, and it's a 2500, so that all takes more power to turn. The axles are heavier, the wheels are heavier, the tires are heavier. The drive shaft itself takes more power to spin, and the rear end, the gears, everything's bigger, and it just takes more power to turn. Let's see what we can do with this. Already 2 passes in, so 2 separate tuning updates. So right now, 307 foot-pounds of torque, and look where the torque starts. Right here, we start at 285 at 1900 RPM. That's where your 6-liter should go. It pulls, and it pulls all the way through now. Instead of having that loop where it goes up and then comes on, it actually pulls right from start. It goes up, it stays up, and it doesn't shut off until we get to about 4,700 RPM. It starts to go, okay, well, that's as high as I want to rev. Now let's do an overlay of just that on our best when he came in. Alrighty, so here is your best as it came in. It's starting at 190 something foot-pounds. It jumps up, but it very quickly dies. Just take a look at this curve. This is your torque curve. It very quickly dies. Now let's go up here. It jumps in, it stays up, and it keeps building and building and building and building and building. We're already done in this stock tune by 3,300 RPM. At 3,300 RPM here, we actually have an extra bump with more performance, and then we take off and hold it for another 12 to 1,300 RPM. So the torque is now broad, there's a lot more of it, and it starts sooner. That's a truck. Look at that. Even more. Beautiful. All right, we've now made 4 separate tuning passes, which means that Wally has shut down, and what he has done is made changes inside the programming of the computer, and then we bring it and we test his changes. Having done 300 or 400 of these trucks, we know what changes need to be made, but not the exact numbers. So those exact numbers are different for every single vehicle because we're measuring grams of air per cylinder per second on each bank. So in the end, taking all of that information and putting it into the program and getting the proper settings gives you this. We now make over 340 foot-pounds every single time he steps on the gas. We now make between 290 and 300 horsepower every single time he steps on the gas. But it's this that we care about. The minute you step on the gas, there is absolutely nothing, no lag on the pedal. It just simply takes off and makes its way forward. We're going to do a quick comparison now to what it was ahead of time. Bring that up. It came on and it fell over. So you have a little bit of power, and I'm talking a little bit, 190, and it goes up to just over 200, and then it just simply dies. And it never makes that again. Let's look up here. We are now 300, looks like about 320. As soon as you step on the pedal, and it maintains over 330 foot-pounds for 3,000 RPM. This is now a work truck that you can go out, you can drive. It'll be fun. The throttle pedal's actually going to have some response and do what you ask it to do. Here's the way a customer normally describes their vehicle. I get on the on-ramp, I step on the gas, and I keep pushing and pushing and nothing happens. And then it kicks down 2 gears, and all of a sudden it takes off, and the gas mileage goes like this. So you draw a bunch of fuel, you have no torque, and it's a 6-liter. It should make tons of torque. This is going to be one of those ones where you step on the gas a little bit, the truck just takes off, does what it needs to do, stays in the same gear, and builds speed without you having to actually work. A lot less driver input, a lot more of the truck doing what it's supposed to do.